We've arrived at Waltumba Camping Area, which is just outside Lake Gairdner National Park. Come with us and let's go check it out. The drive to Waltumba Campground is approximately 7 hours and 2 minutes, around about 552 kilometres. So turn off at Iron Knob on the way to Mount Ives, and at the turnoff, it is the best place to reduce your tyre pressures. If you're looking for supplies and petrol, the closest place is Kimber, but it is quite far away. Now, pets are not allowed. It is free to stay and you don't need to book. There's a shelter and a picnic table, but no other facilities. There are no rubbish bins. There is a drop toilet, which is not accessible. Fires are allowed outside of fire danger season. There's limited 4G, 3G phone reception. It's all non-powered campsites. There's non-drinkable water at the water tank, but I wouldn't rely on that. I'd bring your own. It is suitable for tents, RV, motorhomes, caravan and camper trailers, but four-wheel drive is recommended. It is a national park, and the time of year we filmed was May. It is definitely recommended for four-wheel drives. There are walking trails, and it's a dirt road entry that can be hazardous when wet. If you're talking about remote camping, this is pretty remote, and look at that landscape. There's definitely a romance to this Outback camping experience. There's not much here, but look at that red dirt, the beautiful scenery, that salt lake. You know, you really are truly isolated and in a place where you can just be in the wilderness. From what you can already tell, this campground is unallocated, so you can set up wherever you feel like. There are no fixed fire pits. There's pretty much just open space. You pick your location, you pick the spot that you want to camp at, however you feel like you want to camp. This place is pretty open. So right at the beginning, there's an area to the left that's just open, furthest away from the toilet. There's really not much else to tell you. It's just reasonably flat ground, plenty of room to maneuver and turn around if you've got a bigger platform. But hey, choose the spot that you love. There's definitely plenty of choice where to camp and set up. There are some areas that are a lot more wide open than others. There are some places that are screened off more than others, and there are some shady spots, but I would recommend bringing some shade with you as well. As I said, there's no real water source here other than what's in the tank. But I tried it, I pumped the tank, not a lot of water came out, so you're better off bringing your own. And let's not forget, the water tank is actually right at the very beginning at the turnoff, so it's quite a way to get there. So we're moving to the next section, which is right as you drive in, where you first saw that sign, Waltumba Camp. This is quite a large area, and again, there are pockets here that you can be a little bit more isolated from others, or you can be right out in the open. So let's just enjoy this walkthrough for what it is, an open space, unallocated area. You are reasonably far from the drop toilet. It's not a far walk, but it's enough to be noticeable. There is also a clear fence line that you can't pass when you camp, so be mindful of that you cannot camp beyond that fence line. If you truly want to feel like you're isolated, you're camping out in the outback, this is a great free camp for you. Now, we traveled with a couple of mates en route to the Googs track. This was a great one-night stopover, or you can stay here for a couple of nights and just rest up before going further on your journey. This particular part of the campground is very open, and it does have a shelter with a picnic table. And as you can see here, in the afternoon, there's quite a bit of shade around the place. As we move along this section, we are making our way closer to the salt lake itself. Now, while you're trying to pick that best spot for you, have a look at the colors, the scenery. These colors in the evening, even first thing in the morning, are absolutely stunning. It's just something worth putting on your list to experience and really enjoy. The majority of the campground is quite flat, but this particular spot is slightly on an angle. That backdrop is just beautiful. Those hills in the background, the trees, takes your breath away. Now if you want to be near the toilet, this section, which is right near the salt lake too, is another flat open area, but you're very close to the drop toilets. And as you can see, plenty of room to turn around and maneuver, and you've got that wonderful view of the salt lake. This is a great section. It is close to the lake and very close to the drop toilet, which we're going to check out right now. It is very simple. It has a door, it has some walls. There's no lights in there, so take a light if you're going to go at night. Take some toilet paper, because there wasn't any around when we were there. I'm sure it does get stocked up, but we didn't see any. That's it for the toilet. So let's make our way to the last section. Again, this section is not far from the toilet, and also it is the closest to the lake and the national park. And you cannot drive onto the lake or past this point. And this camping area is a large area. It is open. Some of the area is on an angle. Like I mentioned before, it's easily adjustable. And you're free to set up wherever you like. There are also some areas that are tucked behind these little nooks. So if you don't want to camp out in that open space, you can camp just along here with an amazing backdrop of that hill. The choice is yours. And if you recall earlier, I did mention the closest place to get supplies is Kimba. But bear in mind, it is almost 3 hours away. Basically 2 hours and 45 minutes. So you want to be well stocked with fuel, supplies, water, whatever you need to enjoy this amazing view. Look at this. This is the Salt Lake. That is Lake Gairdner. Fantastic. And you know what? This spot here that's just coming up, this is Anna's pick. It really is the best spot in the place. You get the view, you're close to the toilets, but not too close that you can smell it, and you have everything in front of you. So if Anna was here, that would be her pick. Well, there you have it. Now you've seen the Waltumba Campground at Lake Gairdner National Park. The lake's just there. What a great spot. Come check this place out. Remember, camp by me and you'll be a happy camper. We really appreciate everyone supporting us. So please subscribe on our YouTube channel and click the notify button. It is free to get all our latest content. Check out our social media as well and the Camp By Me website with that interactive map of Australia. Quiet on set. I'm joking. Is it? Waltumba. So we've arrived. Too many flies right now. We've arrived at Waltumba Camping Area, just outside of the lake. Do it again. Let's try that again. Lake Gairdner. Well, there you have it. Now you've seen the Waltumba National Park. Another one was wrong. Okay. There you have it. We're at Lake Gairdner. Oh, Gairdner? Lake Gairdner. Lake Gairdner National Park. So, okay. Oh my God, there's flies everywhere. Oh. Okay. Let's get this done.